about us where we don't want to listen to things, and so it causes consequences. All right, I'm trying to tell you tonight, Jesus looks better than you think. Don't forget that. Keep that in your mind. All right, Jesus looks better than you think. Verse 2. Let's see if we can get to now. Let's see if we can get to 2 now. Isaiah chapter 53, I'm sorry, verse 2. It says, for he shall grow up. Isaiah is about to give a depiction of the Christ now. He says, for he shall grow up before him as a tender plant. He's going to be tender. There's nothing going to be rough about him. No jagged edges, but everything is going to be smooth. It says, and as a root out of dry ground. But please pay attention to what the text says, y'all. Look at how he is depicted. He's a tender plant, so there's nothing rough about him. He's a tenderoni. Yeah, do you believe in love and all that it can do for you? To the truth about a roni, it says he's going to be a tender plant, a tenderoni. He's going to be a tenderoni. He's going to grow up a roni, which means he's going to be a young man. He's going to be used mightily in his young age. He ain't going to be old. I'm in the text, Isaiah 53, ride with me. And he's not going to be old, it says. So if you're looking for some old man, some white beard man, a gray head man, salt and pepper head man, he's going to be a tender plant. So he's going to be a young man, it says, and as a root out of a dry ground. Please look what he says about him, that the man is going to come forth out of a dry ground. Now tell me this, do y'all see how tough that is? Lord have mercy. Do y'all see how tough that is? Do y'all see how tough that is? Now everybody knows I don't do plants, but I got sense enough to know that you have to water plants, that you have to put a root into a moist ground, a saturated ground, in order for it to grow, for it to produce, for it to prosper. You've got to put it in a cultivated ground. But now this is what it says in Isaiah 53 and verse 2. It says that he's going to come up as a root out of a dry ground, which means that nobody is going to want to have anything to do with him. I wish I had some people that would help me tonight. Nobody is going to want to have anything to do with him. I'm beginning to learn that on my journey. Just living for God. I can recall Brother Henderson said to me, little sister, the closer you get with God, the more lonelier your walk is going to get. And it comes back and it reflects back to the scripture that says that the narrow is the way that leads unto righteousness. And so there's not many, it says, and only few shall find their way. And so it lets us know that Jesus is going to come forth as a root out of a dry ground. They're not going to want to have anything to do with him. But I'm here to tell you tonight that Jesus looks better than you think. Okay, if he's not looking good to you, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I got to stop. If he's not looking as good to you as he should, then let the preacher tell you tonight. Let the woman of God tell you tonight. Let whoever I am, to your friend, sister, cousin, I don't know what it is. But let me tell you tonight that Jesus looks better than you think. I promise you that. Now, let's go on a little further. It says he has no form nor comeliness. Look it up. Has no form about him. No form. Now, comeliness means attractive. So it says he ain't buff, huh? So all the single ladies, he's not buff, okay? He's not buff. He's not buff. He's not buff, all right? So he's not all built up and all. Matter of fact, he has no form. Would look as if something that you would not want, okay? That is the way that it's going to be. Looks like something that you don't want, something that is unattractive. So you know how you would say, I really wasn't even interested in him at first, I didn't like him at first, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just, you know how we all have this ideal man man that we want in our life or what we're looking for. I want him to be 6 foot tall, and I want him to have shoulders broad, and I want this and I want that. Well, Isaiah said, look, he's going to have no form and he's going to have no comeliness about him. There's not going to be anything attractive about him at all. But even in that, I'm here to tell you tonight that Jesus looks better than you think. God help me. Jesus looks better than you think. Still in Isaiah 53 verse 2. Says no form nor comeliness. And then it says, and when we shall see him, get an opportunity to look at him, there is no beauty that we should even desire him. Look at that. There is nothing about him that would be so beautiful that would even make you desire him. But baby, I'm here to tell you tonight that he looks better than you think. And I'll tell you why I know. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. See, you heard Isaiah give the depiction of what he would look like. And that would make you think that he's not attractive. I wish I had some people that will work with me tonight. That would make you think that he's not attractive. Based off of what Isaiah said, that would make you think that he's not something that you would want. Nah, I don't want nothing to do with that. But I want to tell you that Jesus looks better than you think, y'all. He looks better than you think. Oh, this man is blowing my mind tonight. Okay, so let's go on. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Verse 3, let me show you why he's about to start looking good to you. Lord, help me, please. I wish I had some people. I'm weak now, Lord. I'm going to try to push this on out, y'all, but I'm getting weak. Lord, have mercy. I'm going to try to bring this thing, but I'm going to try to bring this thing in so I can get it to a close and give you all the context of this. He's about to start looking real good because Jesus looks better than you think. Check this out right here. Verse 3 says, he is despised and rejected of men. Don't look good, do we? A man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as if it were our faces from him. I don't want nothing to do with him. He don't look good. That ain't my type. But you bring him over here for, don't get him my phone number. I won't be bothered with him. Don't send him over here. No. No. Look at how his clothes is. He ain't even dressed right. No. Go and get him out from over here. Check it out. Verse 3. So we hid our faces from him. He was despised. Check it out. Get him away from me. I don't want to be bothered with him. Get him back. Get him on away from me. Any of my ladies on here, the fella that you married to right now, wasn't nothing like what you thought you wanted. Do I have any witnesses? Because that's what this was talking about right here. Nothing like what you wanted. Nothing like what you wanted. No, your picture, your mental picture was on a whole nother scale. And then boom, here he comes. This is it right here. But I'm telling you tonight that Jesus looks better than you think. Let's go with it. Okay? So it says he was despised. We still in Isaiah 53 verse 3. The latter part of it says he was despised and we esteemed him not. Didn't even get a man no compliments. Couldn't even give a man no compliment. Do y'all hear me? We didn't even get a man no compliment. And man, please get away from him. Don't give him my phone number. Who gave him my number? I won't be bothered with him. Come on here. Ooh, I can't even stand the way he talk. Oh, no. Look at how he look. Look like something wrong with him. No, he too short. Oh, no. No, I won't be bothered with him. Go on. No, hook him up with her over there. She look like she desperate. She thirsty. Hook him up with her. Don't bring him over here. I'm still waiting on Mr. Right. That's Mr. Right there. But you're so caught up in Mr. Wrong, you can't recognize Mr. Right. I've told y'all Jesus look better than you think. I'm trying to tell y'all, Jesus look better than you think. Let's go on. Verse 4, he about to start looking good. It says, surely he has bore our griefs. Looking pretty good now, ain't it? Because how many of y'all want somebody that'll bear your griefs with you? How many of my ladies? How many of my ladies? All you be hollering is, I just want him to understand me. I just want him to feel me. I was hurting and he just walked on by like he ain't even must see me. See, he bore our griefs. He's starting to look good. My whole view about that joke about to change now. My whole vision and my whole mentality about him is about to change now, baby. He's about to start looking good. Oh, my God. I didn't like the way he wore his pants, but, ooh, it ain't so bad after all. I guess he's busting a new style. I can dig that because why? He done bore my griefs and carried our sorrows. Look at that, huh? How many of you, don't you want somebody in your life that's willing to do that for you? I done told you. I'm about to make him look real good tonight, baby. If you just hold on, I'm about to make him look real good. Watch this. I'm going to show you why I'm so in love with him, because he looks just this good to me. This is how he looks to me. Isaiah gave the depiction of what he was going to have to go through, but in the end, he started looking real good, because the scripture says in Ecclesiastes that better is the ending of a thing than its beginning. The homeboy started looking real good in the end. All right, homeboy started looking so good that verse 4 says he bore my griefs. I love that about him. Carried my sorrows. That's another thing that made him look real good. Dang, his eyes do look pretty good, don't they? I thought, oh, jeez. I guess I didn't get a good look at him at first, but, ooh, his eyes do look pretty good. Don't you look at him no more, girl. I want him for myself now. No, See, you don't even want to talk bad about him no more with your homegirls when he done started looking good to you, because your whole view of him it's done changed, right? He could have been the laugh of the town. Everybody talked about him. Nobody wanted to have nothing to do with him. He was nothing and a nobody. He was even wrestling with his esteem. But when he started looking good to you and you realized that there were some things that he would do, and you saw how he would stand up for you and how he would walk and be there with you. Oh no, baby. His eyes do look pretty good, don't they? Because you know what they say, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So, he's looking real good right about now, ain't he? Yeah, because he done caught these griefs. Something happened and I was grieved in my spirit because of something some other joker done. But when he came in my life, he made it all better. When he showed up, he just fixed everything for me. I'm talking about Jesus, y'all. I'm talking about the man that I love with every fiber of my being. I'm talking about my El Shaddai. I'm talking about my risen King. I'm talking about him. Him, Yahweh. I'm talking about him. It says he got my griefs. Then it says he carried my sorrows. Ain't that something? That means he took the sorrows off of me and put them on himself. I told y'all that Jesus, oh my God, I told y'all he looks better than you think. Now he's done carried my sorrows. And then look what it says. But it says, yet we did not esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. Okay, so what that means is although my eyes began to look at him, but I still didn't value him in the context that I should have. Girl, won't you go on and preach tonight? I think I will. They came on here to listen. so I'm going to give it to him. This is the thing about it. I noticed him, but I didn't get captivated by him. I started seeing certain things about him, and I started appreciating certain things about him, but I still wasn't captivated. Oh, I still wasn't sold out, but let's make him look a little bit better. How about we make him look a little bit better, y'all? I ain't finished with the text yet. Let's run on down a little bit further here and go now to verse 5, Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 5. Let's go. Let's see just how good Jesus can look to us tonight. Let's see just how good he can look to us. My God,